Hello, everyone. Um, I pretty much to keep you guys updated. Um, Thank you for the person that donated um, to the GoFundMe to get me another camera. It will come in around, I feel like it will come in like around 3 days, like from Sunday or Monday. So now I didn't betray you guys, you know, and forgive me, guys. Give me a second to collect myself, okay? I have a lot to keep. I have a lot to keep, like keep you updated on. It's crazy, but yeah, the new camera will come in around like Monday. And I pretty much picked up like some this week because of the people that I know in my neighborhood. I picked up like a job, like a nice little summer job, basically selling like snow cones, right? So basically, the guy friend that I was telling you guys about, his uncle, right? He's the owner of the place, right? He's the owner of the place. So, you know, sometimes I'll, because I used to remember that I said that I used to go over there and sometimes have some beer with them, and chill and stuff. But they say, hey, you can actually like work here, you know, and we'll just pay you. Give me a second. Yeah. But I was like, they'll just pay me by the hour, right? So the thing is, wow. Well, in a sense that he was like, he'll make passes at me sometimes, but I just ignore it because I'm like, I know not to get involved with that. But he has a girl, right? And I know both of them. I know him is like he kind of strange. He has like crackhead behavior. He gives like crackhead behavior, right? And I even came in, today because he said come by, tomorrow, just in case, you know, just in case his girlfriend don't come in to work. So I was like, okay, but I still shut up anyway, because it was an opportunity for me. Because I know sometimes they would get too drunk and they'll be missing out like on a lot of money. And I'm like, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna come in anyway, because I'm like, still they give tips, right? So I was working there. Let me tell you how much. I don't know something about this shirt with the earrings and the twist and like gold eyeshadow. Something about these like it's just like voodoo to them. Every time I wear this stuff, every time I wear this top and the shorts and stuff, it's just like they won't turn me loose. And I made so many tips, and I'm thinking, look, this is how much that I made in tips. In tips. I'm gonna count it. Look, 5, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, almost $40 in tips. $40 in tips just from selling snow cones. So, you know, and it wasn't my first rodeo, but in a sense, I kind of understood quickly about what to do, you know. But also, I like to add a little flavor to it, you know. So, say if someone wants a pineapple strawberry snow cone. So, what I do is I basically make like, you know, a non-alcoholic tequila sunset, you know, tequila sunrise with it. I put the pineapple first, and then I put the strawberry in, just to make it look like, you know, it's like a sunset, you know, make it look like it's like an ombre drink, you know, because it's about the presentation of the drink. So that's what I did, you know. Um, but you know, his girlfriend was kind of feeling some type of way, you know. She was real cool and stuff at first, you know, just like always, what happens with me, right? You know, very cool at first, but until I start, you know, doing a lot better, or if I get too much attention, that's when they start, you know, that's when the claws come out. But, you know, I had that evil eye, I had some evil eye on me today, right? But later on, she gets drunk, and, you know, every time we close, we kind of stay a little bit, you know, and she would have a few drinks, you know, had a couple of margaritas, right? All right. So the guy friend that I was telling you guys about, he had the phone, and I was playing music. But the thing was that basically his uncle's girlfriend kept asking, you know, every time I would ask for a song, she'll be skipping over it. And I'm just like, I thought we had to understand, you know, because we talked about it before. 'Cause she was like, oh, you skipped my song. But I'm like, it was just like, you know, like 30 seconds. It was about to be over anyway. So I didn't see no point, you know. And it's like, well, technically you skipped the song. But I'm like, what's up with that? In a sense, it's like, what's up with that? Because I'm just like, say somebody's like, you know, requesting a song. If your song's gonna be over in 30 seconds, what does it matter if I skip it? You know, that's how I think. Because I'm like, if the song is basically over, if it's going to into silence, and that's when I play the song. I didn't skip her song, but she kept saying that I skipped her song. And I'm like, the song was basically over, right? But for some reason she was just using that as to like skip my songs and whatnot, right? To play on the playlist. But anyway, after that, um, I told her, I'm like, I thought we came to understanding, right? But out of nowhere, she was like, oh, well, I don't like your shoes. They're ugly, you know? And I'm just like, why? I was like, why would you say that? But it's supposed to be my so-called friend, right? It's supposed to be my so-called friend, right? But I don't trust crackheads. They turn on you so quick, over every little thing, right? So, And I was calling her out on it because I'm like, you know, and she was like, well, I said that because I couldn't find anything to talk about, so I went for your shoes. I was like, yeah, that's true, cause cause you know me, cause I'm that girl. You know what I mean? Cause I'm that girl. At least you were honest, but I still don't trust your crackhead ass. Your crackhead self. Cause that was real goofy. You just upset because I made more tips than you. I'm tired of like in a sense of being so nice. But the thing is, I'm so like accepting of stuff, and then we taking it as an invitation to just be like a friend of me. You know, I end up having like frenemies so much for no reason, and it's like I just started, but I can't take nothing personal from a crackhead. But it was crazy because I was checking on her when she went in the car, and she was tweaking. So I assumed that she hit the pipe, you know, because it's a hot summer in Chicago, and in the middle of the street be crackheads, right? There she gave me crackhead advice, so I definitely know, right? And she tried to get me up in the car for my son. You smoke, and I'm like, no. Only thing I pretty much smoked during that time is cigarettes. That's it, right? So, oh, you smoke anything that light up? No, I don't. And she was like, oh, I thought you said you was gonna get high with us. No, I didn't say that. No, I did not say that. Now, let me not be so, I want to say naive or whatnot. Let me not be so like disciplined or whatnot. I would have did it if I didn't know any better, but I knew better. Because, I see how people turn out when they do that shit. No offense. I'm just like, I couldn't do that. Because with that stuff, you need to get high like I seen it. I seen them do it. And that's so sad, just seeing it so early, being exposed to it and just seeing how what it turns them into. And basically, you know, it's like just seeing them, kind of get really irritated, because you have to keep smoking it or else you finna lose your mind. Like in a sense, you finna get irritable and stuff. Crack is a very expensive habit. That's from what I see, you know. And I'm like, mm-mm. You ain't finna get me to that mess. And then on top of then on top of my, talking about the guy friend that I was talking about, his uncle trying to make passes at me and stuff. And I was like, not a chance in hell. Well, I associate myself with that drama. And tell me why the guy, the guy that I told y'all, that I found out was married. So now he's saying they're not officially married because the wife, the wife told my guy friend's uncle about what happened and stuff like that. But I'm like, But this was like literally, this was really like I feel like 2 days ago when the wife told my guy friend's uncle, right? And I'm like, everything already done passed. Why is we still talking about it? You know, I said what I had to say and I left it alone, right? She the one that brought it up. And then what's his name? The guy uncle, a guy friend's uncle, felt like he had to say something to me or check me. And I'm like, you don't need to be checking me, first off, because I already left it alone, you know. But you know, he one of them type of people that feel like because you older and stuff like that, you think you got wisdom, and you think you can be like the mediator or the peacemaker. And I'm like, you making it worse, getting in between stuff that you ain't got no business in, and also making it seem like I did something wrong, right? So yesterday, last night, the dude that was that I found out that was so called married or whatnot. I don't know what's going on, but I want he came and he bought a snow cone, right? And then I seen them go across the street to a liquor store. So when I'm talking to my guy friend, when I'm talking to my guy friend, he come back to the snow cone station and he got a black bag. He got a black bag, right? And my guy friend was like, "Oh, they asking, they asking for you because he had a friend with him too, but he came from the liquor store, right?" And he motioned them like, "Hey, they asked for you." So I went over there and he gave me the black bag. And when I found my it was wine. But the thing was, I drink sweet red. I drink sweet red. When I looked in the bag, it was red blend. You got it wrong. First off, you got it wrong. So you don't pay attention to detail. So I ended up giving it away to people. I ended up giving like, because it's one of those 4-pack small bottles of wine. And I'm like, yeah, you got I don't know how to say it, like, you know, you got the idea right, but in a sense, the delivery was wrong. The order was wrong. Like, yeah, you tried to make a gesture, but it wasn't even the right kind of wine. So I didn't even, I gave it away. It's like it really shows you don't pay attention. You could have just asked me. Like I know you tried to like surprise me and whatnot, right? But yeah, I gave the wine away because it wasn't my exact kind. And he was like, can I talk to you? So I was like, okay, let me see what he got to say. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, for what happened and stuff like that. Thing is like we're not technically married, but it's like either way, I don't want nothing to do with it. You know, until I see some documents or whatever, but it's like either way, I don't want to be attached to it. Right. And then here go, his my guy friend's uncle's girlfriend coming in between, butting in, saying like, oh, you gotta know what come with it and stuff like that. Just preaching, all this stuff. Doing the same thing, her boyfriend do. Get in between, get in the middle of stuff. And she's slow. She's slow. Um, but and then on top of that, And on top of that, my guy friend's uncle called himself trying to set me up with Jay Thompson. You need to show him, because you be good for him and stuff like that. And I'm like, if he wanted a relationship with me, he would, make the moves to be in a relationship with me. If it was meant to be, it would be meant to be. Because I'm not gonna be like going after a man trying to show him that, oh, you need to be in a relationship with me because I'm good for you. Like, no. I was like, we a different type of generation. We don't do that. Okay. I'm not no manic pixie, dream girl or, no. I know what I have, but I'm saying I know what I am and what I do and and what I'm for, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be proving that to somebody, you know. Let them make the move first. If they want you, they'll come and get you, you know? And he always, when he get, the funny thing is when my guy friend would get drunk and stuff, he'd be like, man, ain't no simp and I'm a hoe and all this stuff. And I was like, see? And sometimes when they see, let me tell you something. Sometimes when they see like black women in peace with themselves and stuff like that, they will try to set you up for failure, knowing that these people ain't no good for you. You know, they will try to set you up, just for failure because they want to see you struggle. And I'm like, I'm not for that. I'm just here to have a good time and be here for a long time. I'm not. I'm not worried about y'all because it's like, in a sense, because it's like I already came to a point where it's just like when it comes to even just sex in general, it's just like I can do it myself. I can do it myself because I'm like most likely, you know. Hold on, what they say? I forgot what they said, but it's like they over they over promise and under deliver. Just period disappointed, and I'm not trying to waste my time and figure that out when I could just do it myself. And it says I got to a point where it's just like I'm sick of being like disappointed. I try to wasting time for nothing I'm not going to get. That I'm most likely not going to get. I'm tired of that. So it's just like I'm not really, I'm not really impressed by, people just talking and stuff like that. Like I'm not impressed by it. I guess it comes to like being older. You're just like, okay, and sex is becoming like really overrated. Because most of the time it be whack. it be whack. It be whack. And like that's the point of getting experience, so you know what's good and what's not. You know what you're dealing with. But yeah, he tried to get me to talk to his nephew. He was like, "Oh, y'all be good together. You be good for him." I'm like, "Well, if he don't realize that, if he want to still hit the streets and stuff, it ain't nothing that I can do. But you need to stop getting in between shit because I already told Dre what it was that we just gonna be friends, And he was acting like, and his uncle was like, "Oh, do you like him?" I'm like, "He cool, but he not a person I would consider a relationship with, you know." He want to be in the streets. So I'm just like, you know, because I'm like, okay, if I did that, I know what he's about. But because I know what he's about, I'm turned off. I don't want nothing to do with that. Ain't no way. I gotta go make some more tips today, but you know, it was a crazy day yesterday. It was a crazy wild day yesterday, but I made a lot of tips. Where's my thumbnail? My thumbnail. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna take a nap and then get ready. Get ready. I'm gonna like 11:30 and sell snow cones once again. But you know, I kind of knew what was around me before. It's like I have a really, really great understanding of what this is about. You know, um, it was just so funny yesterday. I had a good time yesterday and Tuesday. Working at the snow cone stop. But yeah, it's just like, you know, if they see a black woman in peace and content, not trying to get involved with anybody, just to myself, I'm just chilling. I'm at a point where it's just like, I'm not really looking for nobody. I'm fine. Everything that I want, I already have. Everything that I need, I already have. So I'm not really looking for anything. If anything, they're gonna be looking for me. And if anybody want me, they'll come and get me. I'm not tripping, right? So when they see us in that mode, it's just like they feel like they have to like put us in something, and it's like, can I just chill? Can I just do my work and go home? Because y'all miserable. Y'all want me to, be miserable too? No. Let me be fancy free. And then I realized that even if that was the case, I want somebody to get to know me just as much as I'm trying to get to know them. Like, get to know me as a person. Like, it's like, do you even care to know my middle name? Like, what are my favorite, my top three, like, artists that I listen to? What's my favorite radio station? You know? Like Eminem said, these chicks don't even know the name of my band. My band, my band, my band, band. Chicks don't even know the name of my band. But you say that you like me, I don't believe you. You say you like me, and you say that you gotta have me, but you don't even care to know about the small details. Like, we even got the type of wine wrong. You don't. It really shows you don't listen. You don't pay attention to detail. And you thought what you did, the gesture was right, but the order was wrong. So I'm just like, I gave it away. I gave it away to, my guy friend's uncle's girlfriend. I gave it away to her. I gave two of those to her, and then the other two to these people that was out in the street, you know, because they wanted somewhere to drink. So I gave that to them, you know. So it was that. But I should do a get ready with me video as I get ready to go out in the summertime. So I might do that. I'm like, should I wear a dress? Should I wear a dress or should I wear like a jumper today? Because I know I can't wear polyester. Definitely not polyester today. But this is an instance where I might need some English breakfast tea. Because I'm like, I'm not hungover. I'm just really tired, really sleepy. And that's about it, you know? Like, I'm not hungover because I was eating like a lot of food. I'm just really like, sleepy. Sleepy and like groggy. That's really about it. Like, I was really tired. But I don't know. In a sense, I feel like, to be honest, I just need to, once the summer is over with, it's like, well, I just can't wait. Because after that, I probably wouldn't even associate myself with them again. Because it's like, I shouldn't even be like around people that, in a sense, that I know that don't have like the range, the mental range and stuff and whatnot to just coexist with me. Because when you do that, it causes like resentment. It causes resentment or jealousy along the way. Like even the men in my neighborhood are very jealous of me. And I'm not even being delusional. Like I kid you not, I'm not. You know, me smiling and me being happy causes like this like it makes them recoil. Like, it makes them mad. You know, like I really now start to really understand like when you are a black woman and you're trying to like go into a different path, it's like they really hate that. They hate the level up and it's crazy. They really hate it. Like they really hate to see us doing better. But it's just like, what are you doing? Like, can you stop focusing on me? They really hate to see us, not struggling and whatnot. They really hate to see us not struggling, not crying, not begging, not pleading, you know, not scrambling all over the place, not, contorting ourselves to like to fit their beauty standards and whatnot. No, they're not used to that. And that's why it is definitely my utmost mission to like move out and get up out of here because it's like as I'm growing, as I'm getting better and stuff like that, I can't be hanging around these same people because resentment and jealousy can like turn into so many things. It can cause the people to react in so many ways, like even murder. And you see how they tried to set me up in so many ways. And it's like, wow. If I didn't know any better and stuff, I would have fell into those traps, especially with her trying to get me to do crack. Crack girl. Trying to get me to do crack. I'm like, no, it's more than about you not liking my shoes. You are afraid that I'm going to take your place, and I'm not even trying to take your place. I'm just filling in. I'm just filling in. I came in just to work and go home. They off, my guy friend's uncle offered me a job, and I came here to do what I'm asked to do, which is sell snow cones. If people like to see my face, I don't got no problem with it. But if you feel some type of way about it, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. And to be honest, next time, stuff like this happens again, I'm gonna knock somebody out. Because you can only be kind for too long, for so long. Because they think, oh, because they see a baby face and stuff like that. They think you're not gonna do anything. Oh baby. It's like, yeah, I've been listening. I just, let things roll off my shoulders. But next time, I'm knocking your ass out. Like, for real. You know? And it's like, it really came to a point, like, now, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, it ain't going to be no negotiating or talking. I'm knocking your ass out. Be scrapping. I'm sorry. You know? Because I'm tired of, like, people just switching up on me like that for no reason. But it's like, it's these people that come to me and want my friendship so early and just be like, oh, you know, if you tell me this, I won't judge you. Those be the main people that's gonna judge you. It's the main people that be trying to, like, get in and then, try to find your weak spots and, trying to find your blind spots in the end. Next thing you know, they turn up on you just like that. Nah. And you a crackhead on top of that, unpredictable. Very unpredictable. I don't trust those type of people. I just like, nah. I don't trust them type of people. And remember the Leo that I was talking about? I think was it last week? He even said the same thing. It was crazy. Like he was like, "Oh, I won't think less of you if you let me hit and whatnot." I was like, "It's not about that. It's just that like no, like bro, it is the fact that I see in a sense that you don't have any respect for me. You don't understand boundaries. Like yeah, my weaknesses are Leos, but it's for a very deep reason. I'm gonna touch into that into the next live once I get my new camera. But I noticed that like just trying to leave a whole bunch of things behind, especially from the past, and they show up in these little subtle ways. These subtle ways, and I feel like those be like little tests or whatnot. It is like I feel like everything in a sense really just comes at you like these attacks or whatnot because you're trying to like move on. You're trying to like move on and let go and release, and also release like these bad habits and stuff like that, right? And for me, it's just like I'm pacing myself. This is my 20th day of not smoking weed. And I don't know if I'm gonna ever really get back into it, you know, you know. But then it's like once I kind of get over that stuff like that, I will work on stop smoking cigarettes, and I'll work on like kind of quitting drinking because I don't really see a point. But you know, I'm not sure what else would keep me sane at this point, but I like to let loose every now and then. But um yeah, it's just like when you're kind of like trying to like change, and also when you're like actually like doing the work, it's just like when everything just start coming at you just like that. But they come in these ways where it's like, like they say like same people but in different bodies. That's how they like kind of like manifesting for me. And I'm starting to see it, and it's starting to get like really weird. And I'll be dodging it. I'll be dodging it. I feel like I'm doing a good job, resisting those temptations and whatnot, especially with just, with like relationships and stuff like that. I'm like, you know, now I'm straight. You know, I said what I said, and I said what I was gonna do, and I'm sticking to it. Ain't no way around, because I really just care more about my peace of mind than just something that I know is going to be one sided anyway. You know, I value my peace of mind, knowing that, you know, I'm not as carefree. I'm carefree, but I'm careful as long along with it. Because you just want to make better choices. You want to feel better. You want to look better and stuff like that. And I've been following my diet routines and whatnot. Um, I've been on a 4-day streak. I've been doing good with my diet, you know. So I will be picking back up on it on Friday because I fell off. Because the girl I had to eat after having margaritas, but so far I've been doing good with keeping it up within 4 days. I lost 3 pounds. I am down to I started at 145, so now I'm at 140, 141. So yeah, I'm making progress. I'm making a lot of progress, and I'm so proud of myself. Just overall, just trying to keep myself out of like drama and BS and stuff. But it's just like it just seems like it be finding me now. But I'm like, today I'm gonna make this money, sell these snow cones if they come out today, and I'm gonna just ignore the haters. I'm just gonna ignore the haters. That's all I can really do. Cause I'm like, I was drowning in money yesterday, like $40 in tips just like that, girl. And you know how sometimes they be keeping like they be having like bias too, like against like women with like natural hair and stuff like that. Like, oh, she need a bust down wig and stuff like that to do all this stuff to get all these tips. No, you don't. Hair and stuff like that. Like, oh, she need a bust down wig and stuff like that to do all this stuff to get all these tips. No, you don't, because I'm living proof. I'm living proof. If you ain't living, listen, I'll live for you. I'll do it for you. I'll be like your social, like, experiment. I'll do it for you. Because it's just like, I feel like I'm trying to be like an example of just basically define like all these things about in a sense about what in a sense is like, attractive and not attractive when it comes to like a black woman and what it is they can get or cannot get. And I'm like, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. You know, it's gonna be on me and it's gonna be, it's gonna be on you and it's gonna be in you, when it comes to, beauty overall. And you just gotta show that, what I'm saying, no matter who's around, you can't be sweating. Don't be sweating. And if you are, to let them see you sweat. But I feel like I never really had that incident because it's just like, well, I'm I'm me and you are you. I'm gonna do the best I can and work with what I got, and you do that. You know, and you do the same. You know, because all I really just focus on is just being like comfortable and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be nobody else. I'm definitely not. As long as I'm just being in my skin, that's the most thing that I can just appreciate is just that I can only be me. You know, it's like I'm not mad if I'm getting like if I'm benefiting also as well with in terms of like how do I explain it? It's like I'm not really mad because it's like either way I'm gonna get mine. I'm not worried about somebody else get theirs. But some people seem to like worry about that the little bit that I'm getting or got. And it's like, really? Maybe people that have a lot way more than you that be checking on the little bit that you got. And I'm like, why? That's because like you saying I hate that mentality of thinking like just because I'm getting something that you think is gonna take away from you. And it's just like that's messed up. Because I'm not gonna let that happen. But I guess it's like capitalism, when people are replaceable. And that's sad because it brings the ugly out in people. Hold on. Share screen. What's that? Hmm. Yeah. Oh, but that's what really happened today. I can't believe I made this much tips, bro. Wow. Now I have to see like what, I don't know what I'm gonna wear today. But I know I'm gonna take a 30-minute nap and get my butt out there and make some more tips. For a Thursday, it does feel like a Sunday, but I'm gonna do my best to ignore the haters and keep my head straight and focus on these goals and like really, just really trying my best to like quit these habits. I already started on the weed. It's been 20 days since I smoked weed. I just gotta move on to the other stuff. Move on to the other stuff of like, coming back and quitting. It's like that shit is so hard. Nicotine is so hard to do. So it's just like I don't I always smoke when I drink. And if I don't drink, I don't smoke. So it's just like I've been trying to find like alternatives on how to do it. So I'm like, I might have to stop drinking for like weeks before weeks to like kind of cut that habit of smoking. Cause it be instances where I would drink without smoking. And that's because I tried really hard to like, to get over it, to not do it. So I have to try it again and just not, not do it and get used to just not smoking. But I'm just like, I hate that I started it in the first place, because, other people that I was dating in my early 20s that introduced me to cigarettes when I was like 18. But I'm going to kick it. I'm going to kick it. I'm going to figure out a way to kick it. Because I have to. Because I want to keep my looks. I want to keep my baby face and stuff. I want to keep it. So yeah. Good morning. Good. Rest up. Get your rest in and stuff, and a better quality life by Monday. Peace.